Oh, 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 that voice again. I heard a voice. I know I heard a voice. Oh, wake up. Oh, oh, hello. You're back. Oh, I'm so excited. I did take a little nap. I fell asleep. I was here last night, all night long. It was terribly lonely. You know, it is lonely up here. It's just me and the blackness and the lights, and it's awful. Yeah. But I brought. Ah! Ah! Oh, that's another thing. 10,000 volts of electricity in here. Plasma ball is what it's called. But I want you to watch. Look what it does. It goes to my hand. No matter where my hand is, it's following my hand. And if I take my hand away, it's just kind of looking around, trying to find me. But I go, whoop, and there it is. Kind of neat. I kind of think of this as God kind of looking for me at times. You know, God's always looking for us. He's trying to find us. He wants to bring him to himself so that we'll be with him and Jesus. And so this is kind of neat for that plasma ball. But I want to welcome you. I'm glad you're here today. We got another experiment for you. I'm getting some. Wait a minute, another voice. The voice says, not enough imagination. So that means we're going to have to get more imagination. I thought you were doing really good, and I think you are doing good, but we want a little more. So, my friend Sierra. Now, Sierra is a lioness. That's kind of a nice way of saying it's a she. And I've also brought my Bible. That's right. And I'm sure you all have Bibles. And remember, we have Bible stories in here. I think the Bible story for today was Peter and John teach about Jesus. So they're out teaching. And they're doing it. Well, do you know how they're doing it? They're being bold about it. In other words, you know how that works, don't you? You know the difference between bold and meek. You know, hello, children. How are you today? I'm here to teach you about boldness. That's being meek. Hello there, children. How are you doing today? I want you to know I've got a great lesson for you today about being bold. Jesus gives us the power to be bold. So, we're going to talk about that a little bit because he wants us to be bold sometimes. There's other times to be meek, but being bold can be important. The Bible verse for today is he gives power to the weak and strength to the powerless. Now, we've heard about Jesus giving us the power to. So, let's talk about Sierra a little bit and our imagination station. Now, this is our third class that we've had, and hopefully you're having fun and enjoying everything and getting to see all the interesting things that are happening. And maybe we're going to be able to track down the voice and find out where that voice is coming from. But in talking to Sierra, you know, lions, they have a lot of skills. They have a strong sense of smell, and they can taste real good. They got really good eyes, and they've got good hearing. I've got an ear under there somewhere, right there. I got good hearing. So the question for today is, does Sierra, the mountain lion, have a better sense of smell or hearing? Which one of those is the best? So we're going to pause for a little minute, and then you think about that. Talk to your friends that are there, or your mom or dad, and see which one you think Sierra has the better. The answer is hearing. Sierra can really hear. She really tunes in. Of course, that makes me think of a question. Are you a good listener? Or do you like to talk? Now, of course, I've been doing a lot of talking, and I can't hear. The only thing I do is hear is that voice. But you, when you're with your friends and mom and dad, sometimes it's important to listen, and sometimes it's important to talk. You do both. And sometimes it's good to be bold, and other times not so much. So, let's see about our experiment today. So you're going to have to go off and make sure that you have your Ziploc bag. And you know what our gizmo is called today? The Boldness Blaster, or Bold Blaster. And I wonder what that means. Of course, blaster means to kind of, and bold. So let's see what that means. So we're going to pause while you go get your Ziploc bag and with your Bold Blaster. Okay, we're back. Did you get it? Did you find it? It's very simple. It's just there's only two things in there. So that's pretty easy. Of course, we know that Jesus helps us to do hard things. But this is easy. So we've got this little thing here, this green thing, and we got this thing in the bag. Now, I'm assuming that it's in your bag like this, and you have to tear that open or take your safety scissors and cut across it, but you've got to get it out of the bag. But you've got to be careful because this thing right here, it bends. See that bending? And if you bend it too far, it breaks, and then the Bold Blaster won't blast anymore. It's done blasting. And then you go, oh, look at that. I can play with it. It's better that you don't do that with it because, again, if you break this. So, all right. So we got that, and it's pretty solid. Now we got this thing here. I think this is the blaster. Now this has got a little rubber foam tip on the ends here, and it's the green tube here. Got this little thing here. And I don't know if you read what's on here, but it says, warning, choking hazard. So we don't want to put this in our mouth because it might choke us. So keep it out of your mouth. Same way with this. All right, now we're ready to blast off. So this little thing here, the green thing here, goes on here. And you obviously can't put it on there, and you can't do much with it other than put it on here like this. That's pretty easy. Now, you take this, and we're going to drop it. Again, I've got a couple cautions. You don't want to bend over like this and drop it and look down on it. No, no, no. Because this might fly up and hit you in the face. Or it might hit you in the eye. And that would hurt. That would be bad. So you don't want to do that. You want to be safe. Instead, you hold it out like this. Okay? Hold it out like that or like this, away from you, looking this way. Now, what you drop it on depends on how it's going to react, because something's going to happen when we drop it, right? So we're going to drop it. I'm going to drop it on this cloth and see what happens. Ooh, well, it jumped up pretty good, didn't it? Let's try that again. Notice I'm doing it with the left hand this time. Doesn't really make any difference. Oh, that wasn't much. That wasn't very exciting. And if I actually make it even softer, so now I'm making it soft. This is the way you do a scientific experiment. No good. But now, I wonder, oh, here's my hammer down here. How about this? Oh, you like this one, don't you? Come to order. Okay, let's drop it on that because that's hard. So we take, and the higher we go, of course, the higher it's going to go, but we don't want to get too crazy. Whoa, there it went right up. So let's try that again. That was pretty impressive. Oh, I caught it, home run. So that's the bulb blaster. Now you're going, well, I don't understand how that works, because when I drop this, it don't do much. Where'd that go? Well, I don't know. There it is. Thank you. I think that was the voice. So that doesn't do much. This, it kind of bounces, but it seems like when we put this on here and go like this, it really goes. So, and I wonder if you know what the word reflex is. How are your reflexes? Reflexes are when you drop this and this thing goes up in the air, can you catch it real quick? Now, I'm kind of old, so I have trouble sometimes, but you'll be able to probably catch it every time and have fun with it. But what you want to think about is that Jesus gives you the power to be bold. He also can give you the power to be meek, but our lesson today is about being bold and being willing to talk about Jesus without someone going, yeah, you're talking about Jesus. I don't want to hear that. You ever heard anybody do that? That's not nice. That's not nice at all. We should be bold. We should be willing to talk about Jesus. Jesus was a great person, God. So the bulb blaster, just remember, Jesus gives you the power to be bold. So Jesus' power helps us to be bold. And our lioness there, I mean, proud and bold. So, don't be afraid to be bold. Have courage and know God is with you. And I really hope you have fun with your power blaster. Just be careful. Remember, don't get your face over it, get it in the eye, and don't break it, because then it quits working and it doesn't have any power to blast. But I hope you have a good time, and I hope to see you on our next lesson. It's been great to have you with me, and I appreciate you coming to wake me up. Thank you. Talk to you next lesson.